Welcome and or welcome back to Bingeworthy, The Walking Dead. If you missed our spoiler-free review and rating of the show, you can go and check that out at the end of this video. Definitely, if you haven't watched the show,
leave.
Personally, I don't care if you leave or don't leave. I wouldn't want to force someone to watch.
Yeah, don't.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Don't put yourself through it if you don't.
Yeah, if you're not ready for something that's going to have a lot of dull moments, don't put yourself through that.
But if you love zombies, you should.
Yeah, that being said, let's get into the spoilers of it all.
Yes.
Carson, would you like to kick us off with your favorite moment in the series?
The tank.
Is that your favorite moment in the series?
Favorite moment? No, that's the highlight.
Your favorite screw up?
Yeah, that's my favorite screw up. Like, when I see that, that's all I think about when I hear season 1.
What is
Go
the
ahead.
screw up?
But, favorite moment of the entire...
We'll get into screw ups later. We gotta start off positive.
Just because, I don't know, I really don't know what makes this my favorite scene, but when they make it back up to the roof, where Daryl's brother was up there.
Yeah.
I feel like when Daryl starts getting all upset and all emotional, the acting in that one scene was just perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about that scene was perfect.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a mind-blowing little moment there.
When people watch it, they're like, "Oh, I just started watching this. I'm only on season 1. Holy crap, this is already happening." So many stuff happened season 1.
And then from there, you get an episode-long chase through a bunch of buildings. Not even a chase, just a follow.
Just sort of trying to...
Like, oh, he did that.
So he must be going
he did that
way.
I don't think it spent too much time on that.
They spent like an entire episode on it.
Oh yeah, that same episode,
The big attack happens.
Yeah.
But that's at like the very end.
No, because like...
They spend like...
They had it, after that, they just tried to get the guns. Like, they was like...
I guess you're right.
It was like... And then they
For me, it was
started
too
getting
long.
the guns.
A lot of things in this show are just too long.
Like, they have good action where it is. It's just they have too much dull moments.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like... But a lot of stuff does happen. It's just too much boring.
Yeah. I would like to... you know what? Just carrying on from that, because it goes straight into it. The big attack. Was that good for you guys?
Big attack.
You mean episode 4?
When the camp gets murdered.
I personally feel like, this is just me, I like the fact that they killed off what you thought, because it's your first time watching it, it's the first season.
Mm-hmm.
What you, as of right now, think are important characters, the fact that they killed them off like that, I actually like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, it's not one of those things you get too attached. You watch it and you're like, oh, I know what I'm in for. Mm-hmm. There's about to be a lot of death in this show.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the big attack, they really did a good job on killing some people off and making it seem like, making you feel like you know what you're about to get into.
Yeah. I think they went a perfectly fine way killing Ed.
Oh yeah.
But the girl,
Amy,
yes. That was weird for me. Every time I watched that, because like she has her arm out, right?
Yeah.
And she's just holding it there, and like the zombie grabs, and she's just like, "Oh no!"
I feel like
my arm.
I feel like she was just in shock, like what was happening.
It
didn't process fast enough for like she didn't understand what was happening because
she must be really slow because she kept it there for quite a while.
Well, I mean, her arm was getting ate, so I mean, she was like, "What the?"
I don't know. It was. I mean, the rest of it was really good though, and like the guys coming in to like save the day last second.
I feel like that's bringing up one of those boring moments because she dies, and then they spend like so long just her sister standing over her. Just
for like the whole fifth episode is just
her sister's just over her crying and holding like her arm or something. It's pretty bad.
But I do feel like that was like a good shift. in the season because before that nothing was really happening.
Oh yeah, they had to get out of that quarry.
So,
Even though, like, logistically, they probably should have gone back to the quarry later because it was the safest location.
Yeah.
Out of all they've been to in the series, that's the safest location that they've had. The assumption is that Merle brought the zombies there.
But like, I don't know how he did that though.
He's Merle, man.
What can't he do?
Maybe like he instantaneously met the governor. And it was like, hey, let's van a bunch of
but
zombies.
I mean, I still feel like in the zombie apocalypse, you have to like keep moving.
I mean, yeah, but just they immediately they left the quarry, and it's like, okay, I get people died there, but you could go back. Like, you're safe there.
I feel like, I mean, in a situation like that, you were safe there, but when one thing happens, I feel like you sort of think that if you go there again, just something else is going to happen.
Yeah, I got you. So low point in the series. Do you want to cover it?
I really want to bring it up.
It's bad.
The tank scene when Rick gets attacked by a horde of zombies in an alleyway and he goes under the tank. They try to pull a slick one on you, but like the thing is,
it's so bad. It's so horrible.
Okay, in most suicide scenes you see in movies, it's usually carried on. In most movies, like they talking about or writing a note why they're doing it and all that.
Did you catch this?
And Rick, he goes right on the tank and he's like, I love you, Lori. I love you, Carl. And then he points the gun to his head for like a second.
Not even that.
And then like the weird thing is, this entire time he's looking straight at an opening that's under the tank, and he just goes whoop, and climbs up in the tank just like that.
Like,
is he looking at it the whole time though?
It's a giant hole in the tank above him.
He rolls under and like
he
that hole's
crawls
right
through
there.
it.
And he just goes, I'm sorry, Lori. I'm sorry, Carl.
I just
and
feel
then
like
he goes up in there.
Like he was. There's zombies coming
that
out.
Is
you
bull.
have got
He's
to
literally
notice
looking at it.
It's a big hole under the tank. It's made for escaping. And
No,
that
like,
hole's...
He's literally like looking at it and he's like they try to make it so that it seems like he's just...
Cut.
They try to make it seem as if he's just reaching up into the tank to like... And he just happens, the gun goes by his head, but like... It's so horribly put together. Like, he goes, Lori, Carl, I'm sorry. Yeah, like it's one fluid motion, like pointing it to his head and then reaching into it.
They weren't trying to make it seem like it was going to be a suicide. It was sort of just like the gun just so happened to sling by his head.
It was like, we should do this, but how can we do this so that like it doesn't look like he was actually going to do it?
Okay, because I remember, I just thought like maybe I just need to rewatch it.
Yeah,
I just thought he was like, zombies here, zombies there, and then like he kind of like, but then he realized like there's a big ass hole right there.
You can't miss a hole that big.
Oh,
you can't.
I'm gonna kill myself. There's a giant hole.
It's literally right above his head.
But I mean, if he's busy worrying about zombies here, shooting them, and then he's like, I'm not.
He looks up when he's talking. Like he goes like, Lori, Carl, I'm sorry. It was a screw up. And then I also want to talk about, and I guess I can't really fault this season on this because they are consistent in this season with it, but overarching, they didn't plan out what they were going to do with the zombies, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Zombies having
rocks in their hands.
Not just that, but zombies still having part of who they were left in them. Like the little girl picking up the toy. And Dwayne and Morgan's wife comes up to the house and like turning the doorknob.
But I mean, if they can have a rock in their hand,
I'm just saying.
I don't think
picking up a rock is more complicated than turning a doorknob into a house.
But I mean, knowing to pick up a rock.
It's just the idea that the zombies have sentimental value is not a part of that show, and I guess they're consistent with it in
the season.
In that season
1, yes.
But later on, it's a problem.
It's just still a problem
for me. Now I don't think it's a problem because
it's not a problem.
It's just this. Season.
They should have thought ahead of what they were going to do.
After season 1, they did that. Like through that season, I feel like they sort of knew they went back and watched it. And they're like, no,
Because they get to the last episode and Jenner's like, every bit of who they were is gone. Only basic motor function comes back and instinct.
And the zombies were agile. They were,
the zombies were like...
they were fast, they were agile, they were climbing over stuff.
You got some 28 Days Later zombies.
trying to climb up the ladder. I was like... But they stay consistent with it in this season.
Climbing fences.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a stark shift in the second season. Favorite character? I think mine's going to be pretty different from you guys.
Morgan.
I don't think he was enough to be my favorite.
Well, okay, yeah. I will admit I am basing that off of later episodes. Okay. So for this season, like, if I'm a first-time watcher, my favorite character, obviously Rick. Yeah. Obviously. I mean,
same for me.
I'm going to throw a curveball your way. My favorite character in this season, and in this season alone...
Can I change mine, actually?
To what?
Dale.
Oh, yeah. Dale.
Oh, yeah. Everybody. Dale's the G.
Dale is the G, man.
He's cool as hell.
He's great. I feel like he shines more in season 2, though.
Yeah. Before, like, once it starts getting closer... That's spoilerific. Once it gets starting getting closer to, like, they know they're about to kill him in the season. Like, in the show, he's going to be dead. They just sort of spike him up. They're like, I gotta get this man from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not my favorite, but he is cool.
Yeah, like...
He would have to be my favorite.
He's definitely better in season 2. My favorite in this season, and in this season alone, for good reason, obviously, is Ed Jenner. I really like him. First off, just that actor, he's cool. And then, like, he's buried himself underground, the last survivor of probably any Center for Disease Control anywhere. And he's like, maybe he just found the virus, but it gets destroyed. And, like, his life work, all that his wife's dying wish gave to him, everything he's been doing is gone. Like, the scene where he's just talking to the camera and he's like, I think I may blow my brains out tomorrow.
Oh, that was...
Or maybe not.
Yeah, I like that, because in most shows, like I said, they drag suicide things on. He just straight up, like, what a person would do. I think I'm going to blow my
he's just talking to himself. His only friend in this world is this computer.
Yeah, it's freaking amazing.
And then, like, the thing, he just throws the ball. He's, like, pretty far, I bet. Like, I don't know. He was just a really cool guy. And then when they come, of course, he's like, look, this is the easy way out. There will be no pain.
I feel like he should have let them know, though. Like, let them know as soon as they got in there, like, hey, this place is going to blow up.
Well...
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that was kind of, like,
if I just
messed up. You're just like, oh, yeah.
If I just got
it's about to mess up.
If I just got the first company that I've seen for months and tell them that, like, right when they came in,
this place gonna blow.
This place gonna blow up.
He waited for like an hour.
Here's my thing, though. And I think this isn't so much him as it is, like, the show. They kind of had to speed things along, right? Like, there was no sign that it was that close to running out of power and blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure they were only there for, like, a day or two, right?
Yeah. It was just
and
a day.
He was like, yeah, we have to, like, maintain hot water and all this stuff, but why would he say all of that if he knows it's going to blow up soon? Like, I think like they had to rush it so they could get the season finale out. I think that was more a mistake on the show there than it was...
or maybe he was just doing that, just kind of like...
Maybe.
Just playing it off, like...
I don't know, because he's a genuinely good guy. Like, he...
I mean, he is, but, like, I still feel like he kind of should have let them know.
I mean, yeah, he should have let them know. Just, I don't know, he genuinely thought in his heart that this would be a better end for all of them. But he was a really unique character. I mean, like, he knew what was going on. Like, Eugene in later seasons.
What was the girl's name that stayed with him?
Jackie.
You're
like holding each other's hands.
Yeah. I thought that was... I watched that scene. I was like...
It's good. I've always liked... Like, from the first time I saw the series, I was like, I like that guy. He's cool.
Anything else? that we can cover?
Least favorite character.
Yeah, least favorite character.
All right, my least favorite character. I bet you already know, don't you?
Is it Shane?
Shane.
Dude.
I
Right?
hate Shane. I can't stand him. Just who he is and the way he's he's a fucking prick to Rick, and he's the one who banged Rick's wife.
And tries to rape Rick's wife.
Yeah, and tries to rape Rick's wife, but yeah, he's a total prick to him.
Yeah.
He does beat the hell out of Ed, though. That was
That was good. I mean, he was only doing it because he was taking out his anger on him, but he still...
taking out his sexual frustrations on Ed.
Yeah. Ed deserved every punch.
Yeah, he did.
I was like, yeah, give it.
You said watching the on the edge of your seat. Beat it.
Obviously, you don't agree.
No, I like Shane. No, I like...
John Bernthal.
Yes, I love John Berthal, but I like Shane's leadership kind of skills. Not like his other personal crap, but as a leader, I think I like him a little bit.
I mean, yeah, he has his moments, but he also has his moments. I don't know. Shane's kind of a neutral zone for me. He really, not much happens with him until season 2, except for the shotgun scene when he's aiming at Rick.
And
then
Dale,
you
and
have
then
Dale face.
And
my least favorite, and I'm surprised neither of you thought this, but she's my least favorite all the way in her time in the series.
I don't remember her name, but
Andrea.
Yeah.
I hate Andrea so much in this show.
I do hate her. I especially the reason I started hating her is later on when she started siding with Shane. That's the reason I started hating her.
Yeah. I just hate
She's
I
a
like
cunt.
her.
I
don't.
You like her?
No,
What?
No. I like her later on.
Later on,
I hate her even more later on.
I start to like her later, more later on. But in this season, she was kind of boring for me. I didn't really care about her this season.
She goes from boring to not to more boring, but she goes from boring to someone you're supposed to hate.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll.
I feel like
we'll have to rewatch it.
I just straight up do not.
I feel like they
her.
made her as one of those characters where they knew that there would be two sides. The people that either agree with her just because they're those kind of people, or the people that will hate her. And there's no in between. I feel like she's one of those characters.
My least favorite is Lori.
Lori? Yeah. That's a popular one.
I can't
stand her.
Yeah.
I feel like she's more hateable in season 3 though.
She's hateable.
By far.
The entire time.
I mean, she is, but I hate Andrew so
to
much.
me, she doesn't get someone I hate, really. Lori doesn't. She's just annoying.
She's a bit of a nuisance.
Annoying.
Not a fan of Carl throughout the entire series.
Oh yeah,
that's completely understandable. That is 100% understandable.
I literally since season, I'll go with season 2. I've wanted Carl dead.
Yeah, I don't like.
I was like, kill Carl.
He didn't really do much.
He's just, I don't know. He's
just a little kid.
He gets annoyed.
His biggest scene in this season was when he found his dad and he was like, "Dad!" And that was basically it.
Yeah.
And then Rick did his classic,
Carl starts running after him. He has to do the step back in the
Andrew Lincoln is so good at doing that half kind of double take, whatever. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But he nails it every single time.
You can't explain it. It's a signature move.
Yeah.
No one else can do it like that.
I would love to see someone do an impression of Andrew Lincoln's Rick.
I'd love to. That'd be pretty good. I like to see it.
Okay, so we're going to wrap up here. One last question. To binge or not to binge?
This season is not to binge.
Not to binge.
Not to binge.
Not to binge.
It took me a week to rewatch this season.
You gotta be a die-hard ultimate fan of this in order to rewatch.
Yeah.
Want to rewatch this season.
Yeah. Season 2 is going to be rough for me. Season 2 is better than this season, I would say.
Any season is better than this season.
See, I feel like season 2 has more boring moments, but it also has better moments overall.
The action moments that they have are actually packed with action.
And they definitely do a better season finale next season. But season 3 and 4, I'll be able to binge just fine. Season 3 and 4 are the seasons where the show managed to find itself.
And then they completely lost itself after that.
But yeah, so there we go. A 6.5 for The Walking Dead.
Season 1.
Season 1. Not to binge. Don't binge it.
Don't do that to yourself.
No, don't do it.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for like more weekly videos.
Don't forget to follow our social media accounts. The Facebook is just The Toasty Show. And for Twitter and Instagram, it is _Toasty_show.
Yeah, definitely be following us on there because next week we'll be going back to Off the Reel. The week after that, we'll be doing another episode of Binge Worthy. And the week after that, we'll be kicking off our food series.
That's my series. I specialize in that series.
As of yet, we have not planned any of what we're doing for those episodes. So follow us on social media so you can stay updated. Please, in the comments, leave shows you want us to review. Please don't make us watch Walking Dead all the way through. We don't want to. We might do Lost next time. That'd be more manageable.
Big fan of Lost.
Yeah, so we may be doing Lost 2 weeks from now. But leave any show you want us to do. We'll definitely get on it because we don't want to binge the same thing over and over again. Be sure to check in every day for our weekday episodes. They'll be really short, probably just like 5 minutes, hopefully. We'll be covering everything from just personal questions about like literally anything. We'll be on Wednesday. We will be recapping the past episodes and just kind of following up any leftover questions from that. We'll be giving updates every Monday for what the show is going to be doing. And Friday... No, wait. Was it Friday? It might have been Thursday. And one day, the co-hosts will have an option to interrogate with whatever weird question they may want to ask. So be sure to tune in for that and stay toasty.